Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus, and today I will be showing you how you can enable your power saving mode on this device. So, jumping straight into this, we will want to swipe down from the top right side of our screen, which will bring down your toggles. I'll do it from the right side, as Samsung does have a separation between notifications and toggles. And then somewhere in this area, if you swipe down, you should extend the toggles that are visible, which hopefully one of the toggles that you will then see is power saving mode. For me, it's right over here, so it actually I think was visible, yep, by default here. But if you can't find it in this list even after extending it, you can actually edit it and add additional toggles. So you would want to click right here on this pencil and then swipe all the way to the bottom. It's needlessly complicated at this point. It wasn't like this, so bear with me if this is the first time you're seeing this. So at the bottom you'll find add a control, and then it will be separated into different categories. As you can see, we have capture, connected devices, and so on. So in here you would be looking for your power saving mode, which I have no clue where to actually find it. And as you can see also, just pointing that out, all the toggles will be visible in here. So even when they're added, they're still visible. The only difference is the added toggles are going to be a little bit dimmer. So this is already added into that list that I showed you at the beginning. This, for instance, microphone next to that is not added. So if I tap on it, I would automatically add it on top of it. Now, unfortunately, there is no search here, which would have been actually pretty damn good. But there we go. We have the power saving mode right here. Now, I wanted to find it just because I was also interested in checking out if there are some other toggles in here that would be associated with more extensive power consumption or power management, let's call it this way. But the only thing right here is the battery protection, which I believe turns off charging, or battery specifically, if you leave the device plugged in, but for instance you use it, so it kind of not charges the battery, just powers through the USB the device itself. So this would be kind of good for your battery. But unfortunately, we don't have anything that would save battery even further than the normal power saving mode that comes with the device. Alternatively, we also have the wireless power sharing right here, so you can charge your things like maybe your buds. But anyway, so you tap on it. I'm gonna tap on something like the wireless, and I do want to point it out, when you do add it, it gets added to the bottom of the freaking list. It's kind of dumb, but we can hold it, which again, needlessly complicated and additional step, and we're gonna now drag it to the top, and we're gonna hover over this list and just drop it. Now when you hover it for long enough, as you can see, it opens it up automatically. So now we're gonna click on done, and we're good to go. Let's click on done again, and as you can see, the toggle is added right here that I've added. But here we have our power saving mode, so we can just simply tap on it to turn it on. It gives us a quick message, which I didn't read quick enough. So dark mode will be automatically turned on at schedule start time. Okay, now additionally, what you can also do is hold it, and we do have the maximum battery saver mode here, which wasn't visible on that list. Go figure. Samsung makes the control center needlessly complicated and yet removes toggles from there, so you have to navigate to the settings anyway to find it. So in here, let me just turn it off for now, as I find light mode to be a little bit better. Oh great, you can't change the settings if the damn thing isn't on. Great design, Samsung. Great, just fantastic. Because God forbid I would want to change the settings before I enable this. So in any case, you have to enable it to actually change the settings, and it also gives you quick little information about these modes. So for instance, standard, which would imply standard power saving mode, which again, naming wise, kind of stupid, but in any case, standard gives you or limits background and network usage, syncing, and location checking. And let's see if there's anything more under the settings. And yes, there is. So we have limit CPU speed to 70%, turn off always on display, decrease brightness by 10%, set motion smoothness to standard, or basically set screen refresh rate to 60. There you go, I fixed it for you, Samsung. Turn on dark theme and set screen timeout to 30 seconds. There's a heap of different things happening right here, and you can change some of them if you don't want them to, you know, take effect. So let's say I'm going to turn off dark mode. There we go. And anyway, so these are some of the things. Now, one of the most important portion of power saving mode, either the standard or maximum, will be this section right here. Limits background network usage and syncing. Now, this is kind of written in a very kind of vague way, so I'll elaborate just so you know what to expect. This basically implies that the device will disconnect from Wi-Fi and mobile data to preserve battery life. Now, it says that it limits it, so it would still occasionally reconnect to check to allow applications to check for updates. So by disconnecting from Wi-Fi and mobile data, any kind of application that would require internet connection, let's just say WhatsApp or Facebook, Messenger, other things. For some reason I just listed everything that is Facebook, but whatever. But any kind of application that require internet connection without network can't really give you updates. So if someone sends you a message and the application has no internet access, it doesn't actually know that someone sent you a message. So it will need to reconnect to network, which the device will be defining when that happens. And once it does, it then will give you your notifications. Now that will result in your notifications being delivered to you in a delayed manner and also in bulk. So that is going to be very important for people that actually rely on their notifications being delivered to them on time. Now, maximum power saving mode right here is basically everything that the standard one is, but cranked up to 11 and removes a lot of things that, you know, you might not need if you're trying to rely on your battery saving as much as possible. So I'm going to enable this, go home, and you can see we now no longer have wallpaper. Widgets even are turned off, and applications like these basically get terminated. Now I think we can unpause the application as they become paused if we want to. But in reality right now there's only a couple applications that are on pause, which is Play Store for some moronic reason. We have our messages, our dialer, clock, settings, and that's about it. But obviously you can click on any one of these applications to unpause them. Now, that being said, widgets are disabled, as you can see right here, but hey, Samsung widgets, no, that doesn't apply here. These can use power. So it's kind of funny how Samsung is okay with their applications basically using data, but not other ones. Seems kind of hypocritical right here. So anyway, now I believe when you turn on the maximum battery in the settings like I did, next time we turn it on, it goes back to the previously used mode. So you need to hold it again and change it to standard later on to basically swap it out. And also in the maximum you do have some additional applications that you can unsuspend, but honestly it doesn't really matter that much, considering you can just click on them and unsuspend them yourself when you want to launch them. So anyway, that basically sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.